I bet there was very little coverage. I bet it's brand new information to people that President Obama had a 6-month ban on the Iraqi refugee program after 2 Iraqis came here to this country, were radicalized, and they were the masterminds behind the Bowling Green massacre. I mean, most people don't know that because it didn't get covered.
Let's talk about the major strategic goal this administration oversees, and here as well, to eradicate radical Islamic terrorism. And how does that fit with the executive order on those 7 countries? How does the getting rid of, eradicating, that's the term the president uses, radical Islamic terrorism, how do we achieve that goal by restricting immigration from those 7 countries?
Well, you partly achieve it, but that goal is much broader than any one executive order. This was a centerpiece of...
Well, how do they connect?
The candidacy will be a centerpiece of his presidency. They connect in this way. You can't just look at what's happened in Orlando, in San Bernardino, in Nice, Brussels, Paris, Germany, London. You can't look at that and avert your gaze, and Turkey, and look the other way and say, oh, you know, things happen. This man ran on a stronger and safer United States of America, and more important, just as importantly, Chris, protecting America, Americans, her interests and her allies here and abroad. What does that mean for ISIS? He has minced no words that he wants to eradicate. His word as recently as last week, he wants to eradicate radical Islamic terrorism. You know what? Most Americans and many people abroad agree with him, because if we're just going to look the other way, and we had Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party nominee, at her convention in our Philadelphia, refer to them not as radical Islamic terrorism, but as our, quote, determined enemies. I saw that in her prepared remarks. I thought, wow, we're really going to win this thing. Yeah. You can't defeat something unless you're willing to call it what it is, name it what it is. And I remember President Obama very cavalierly saying at some point, well, who would it help? Or maybe some of his supporters said, who would it help? You know, what does it help calling it that? Well, it helps a great deal, because when you name it, then people realize what you're actually fighting against. Terrorism today is never like it was when you and I were growing up. It is cyber warfare. It is they radicalize people online. There was no online when we were kids, and they radicalize people online now. And what happens is, what this extreme vetting does is, the big thing it tries to prevent is people come here and then they go back and they're trained in these countries. My whole point, you're training, harboring, and then you're exporting terrorists back here. That's what happened. That's what happens, and that's what happened in Europe. That's what could happen here, has happened here, frankly, and that's what should not happen again. If you have a commander-in-chief and a president who's willing to stem that, let alone eradicate it, everybody should welcome that.
So this is about keeping radical Islamist terrorists out of the country?
Yes, and well, off the globe. I mean, they seem emboldened, and you know, look what they did in Turkey on Christmas Eve.
We're getting a signal here. I got one question.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.